this is Arunava Chaudhuri and you are on my YouTube channel, Arunfoot. The chairman of the AIFF's League Committee, as well as a member of the Executive Committee of the All India Football Federation, the well-respected Tetea Hmar, has written a letter to the All India Football Federation's president, Kalyan Chaubey, questioning the federation and their approach in regard to the case of Inter-Kashi versus the AIFF and certain clubs at CAS, the Court of Arbitration for Sport in Lausanne in Switzerland. The AIFF lost the case. It's a costly loss on one side financially. It's a huge embarrassment for the federation. And I had made a few videos again as explainers on the case, but also afterwards in regard to could and would there be any introspection and accountability within the AIFF. Now, what the AIFF did in the case in its answer to CAS, it threw the League Committee literally under the bus to save face and to save the decision of the Appeals Committee. Didn't work. CAS clearly said the Appeals Committee overstepped. On the other side, the decision of the League Committee was right. And this has now led to the League Committee thinking, why, when the matter was being discussed in the Appeal Committee, did the AIFF argue in a certain way so that the Appeal Committee turned around the decision and took away the points from Inter-Kashi, that Barco was not an eligible player. And then at CAS, they tried to argue that the League Committee took a decision which wasn't theirs. And Tetea Hmar, as the chairman of the League Committee, has written that letter to Kalyan Chaubey asking justification why the League Committee per se has been embarrassed in front of CAS. That's my reading of the whole letter. And I think those who know Tetea Hmar, those who know his work for Mizoram football, as secretary and now as president, those who know now that he is a minister in Mizoram, he's amongst others the Minister for Sports. He's one of the few who are left, who are respected, who has proven with his work of what can be done to develop Indian football, to develop Mizoram football with limited resources, but with the passion, the will, the desire to do something. And I find it right that he raised this topic with the president, with Kalyan Chaubey, because you can't go to a global institution and weaken your own institutions like a League Committee to get a favorable outcome. It's very interesting because this shows at least Tetea has done some introspection. Tetea has done a little bit of digging, and Tetea is asking, in my opinion, the right questions. Kalyan Chaubey will have to answer. And I think that these things should be discussed in the next Executive Committee meeting. It raises to me what I've already said, that there are a lot of questions in regard to the Appeal Committee. Is it properly structured with the people in it? Do they understand their remit, their jurisdiction on what they should decide on, and what effect it is having on Indian football. There are more decisions pending. One is regarding relegation in the league. Another case which I think a lot of Indian football fans have forgotten is the Anwar Ali case with the Player Status Committee. And also those should be looked at that the right decision is derived. Otherwise, the loss of credibility of the All India Football Federation, the erosion in trust of the All India Football Federation will continue. But at least for once, at least someone has stood up for the right thing, and it will be interesting to watch and follow what Kalyan Chaubey and the top brass of the AIFF do. Do they understand what has happened and react accordingly? Or do they continue to try and deflect, keep quiet, and put things under the carpet? What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What do you say about this whole situation, about this whole case? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, like, share and subscribe. Arunfoot here on YouTube. Visit my other social medias. Visit arunfoot.com. And I'll be back very soon. So Arunava Chaudhuri signing off. Bye for now.